Yeah, hello? What? Like, Bobby is inviting us to his party? Yay. Yeah, sure, that would be cool. Yeah, just I don't know. I think I have like something with my family. Not sure. I'm just going to write it down. Yeah, it's like Friday. Okay, yeah. I'll note it and I'll come back to you with my answer if I can come. Yeah, that would be really cool. I really like to go. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, okay, so I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Shit. Now I have to come up with an excuse to not go to a party. Ooh, that is awkward. Oh my god, I just screamed because I just saw that it's like 26 degrees outside, and this morning I went to the gym and it was like maybe close to 14 and it wasn't that hot or whatever, but now it's like, whoa, we're in summer. I'll see. I have to go out really soon actually, so I'll see how the temperature feels on my skin. And I just spit while saying that, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, hey guys, this is Sarah, and this is another video about being awkward. And this time I'm going to address the whole, partying culture, the social pressure that is put on us to love partying and to love going out and just clubbing, enjoying loud music, alcohol, and all that stuff. So I'll go back to my teenage years and me being absolutely antisocial and being very basically I had social phobia, so I was always like extremely aware of what other people would think about me, and I would fear their opinion, and being around that many people in parties or things like that would just make me feel extremely stressed. So I would avoid those events, even though when it was like parties with my close friends and people that I felt comfortable with, that I could trust, I would mostly end up going. But even then I wasn't necessarily comfortable. I mean, I remember I didn't go to my own birthday party that was like, to my defense, it was a joint birthday party, so it was organized at this other girl's house, at this other girl's house, where we would celebrate her birthday and my birthday. And I didn't show up in the end because I wasn't feeling like it. I was just feeling, like that would take too much energy from me. So basically, that was also always the main obstacle for me to go to events and parties and all that stuff. It was because I knew it would drain all the energy and life out of me, and that I would just not enjoy being there. And it was always really awkward for me to be in those types of situations where I knew that I wouldn't know everyone there, and that maybe people would make comments about me or judge me for who I am, and mostly on my physical appearance. I was really scared of that when I was younger, and it's still something that plays on my ability to socialize and all that stuff, but I've managed to be a lot more rational about it, and overcome sometimes my anxiety to go out and put myself out there. But this is actually not the reason why I'm making this video. Why I'm making this video is that sometimes it wasn't just about being anxious of going out to a party. Well, yeah, there was always that anxiety component in the equation, but I mean, sometimes I just didn't feel like being around a lot of people. And I just wanted to say that it's okay if you prefer being alone and doing your stuff. So I mean, most of my teenage years, like I would feel like I couldn't fit in because I wasn't the type of person who really loved going to parties and just, you know, always having something to do out in the clubs and all that stuff. I really enjoyed being at home with my family and also, you know, doing stuff, you know, spending time on my hobbies like writing. Back in the day, I used to draw, so drawing, and also, you know, listening to music, discovering new groups and all that stuff. And I just enjoyed being by myself and using that time to recuperate and just to, you know, refuel myself, because being in school, for example, that already drained all my energy. So when I got home in the afternoon, I just wanted to stay there and not do anything else. Well, homework, but I mean, I didn't want to go out anymore. And so, and that was, you know, it didn't just have to be parties, but we're just going to focus on parties for this video. So yeah, so even then, after I left high school, you know, people would go out in college and, you know, party and invite me to the stuff, and I would always find some kind of excuse. Sometimes it was true that I had something else to do, like a family gathering or whatever, but sometimes I would just like come up with an excuse. Oh, I don't feel well, my stomach hurts or whatever, just to not go, just to not have to put myself in this awkward situation that I wouldn't enjoy anyways. And at some point, you know, I started to go out in clubs and all that stuff. And, you know, it wasn't that bad, but I discovered that wasn't really what I wanted to do with my weekends or my Friday evenings. So I accepted that it was okay for me to not like it and to not be part of this culture. And I mean, it's really easy to feel bad and to feel like you don't fit in because you're not always partying and all that stuff. Because, you know, in the shows on TV and the movies and all that stuff, they're always showing like, it's like a mathematical equation, and I don't know why I'm always referring to maths these days because I fucking hate maths. But anyways, it's like a mathematical equation where having fun equals going out to party, and that is such, you know, that is sad. I mean, if this is what suits you, good for you. I mean, you know, go party, go live your life, go do whatever. But for some people like me, fun doesn't equal going out to party. Sometimes even it's just, you know, it's not fun at all. I prefer to be at someone's place and just having a chill, good time, whatever, or just being on my own. And I just wanted to tell you people, maybe the younger people out there who feel like they're weird because they don't like to party, or they feel like, you know, there's something wrong with them because they like spending more time alone or spend time in smaller groups or doing other stuff that maybe people don't relate to. But at the same time, just remember that it's not because it's the norm that it's what everyone has to do. So you can be different, and that's totally okay. And I think that it really helps sometimes to not always be out there and, you know, partying and all that stuff, because that helps you discover who you are and work on your personal talents. So I spent a lot of time writing when I was younger, still to this day. But I mean, I've developed my craft because I had time. I spent time doing that, and I wanted to spend time doing that. I also discovered things that changed my life. Sometimes it's, you know, it can sound insignificant, but music also, I discovered music that changed my life and all that stuff. So I think that accepting and loving those moments when you're alone and not feeling guilty about not going out with your friends and not going out to party, it's something really important to keep in mind, to accept that, and to accept that not everyone has to party to be cool, and that party doesn't necessarily equal fun. And I catch myself sometimes, even now, you know, I have friends who every weekend they have things to do, like go to that club, go to that bar, go see that show or whatever. And it's always like a life full of action, but it's this is external action that makes me feel like they're going somewhere in life for some weird reason. Is totally like that thought process is irrational. I can be having more intellectual, more interiorized I can spend my time in a more internal and interiorized way, and still I can be making progress in life. So going out also doesn't necessarily mean that someone is like doesn't mean someone is going out there more and partying more that they're like better at life, or they're going further in life than me. Basically, that's what I meant to say. So I mean, I spend a lot of time inside, and that has changed. I mean, I definitely need a balance now between going out and staying inside. But I mean, I used to spend so much time inside, and that wasn't necessarily healthy. But at the same time, I think that it was part of what helped me to become who I am today, because I had time to think about a lot of things, and I had time to like work on the things that would make me confident and proud of myself. Even with working out, for example, until recently I used to work out in my home, and you know what, that gave me the confidence to go to the gym. So you know, sometimes it's not just about, you know, always doing things the way you see other people doing them, but just trying to adapt those social how can I say that, those social requirements, adapt them to who you are and to how your personality is. So even though you have to take another route to get there, take the route that suits you. And if that means not partying and not always, you know, clubbing and feeling like you have to be the life of the party is the way for you to get to a better and healthier you, well, that's what you should do. So I know this video was a little you know, everywhere, and maybe I didn't make that much sense, and I'm really sorry about that. I really wanted to sit down and take more time to talk about the subject, but right now is a very hectic moment in my life in terms of all the things that I have to do, but I still wanted to put a video out there for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.